Hello everyone, welcome to the second semester of Bachelor of Computer Applications. Today we are going to start the new subject Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming whose code is TBC202. Today we will be learning how to write a better code and smarter programs using modern style programming language concepts like OOPS or object oriented programming. We will be exploring this concept through one of the most popular object oriented programming language, that is C++. In this video, we will be going through course outcomes, which will explain what we will be able to learn by the end of this course, that is Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming TBC 202. And after that, we will be also looking for the unit outcomes for the unit number 1, which is also Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming, which deals with the basics concepts of object-oriented programming. So let's get started with the course outcomes. Course outcomes. The first course outcome we will be discussing here is the discuss OOPS feature that are essential for building good programs. OOPS features like inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, message passing, and so on are called OOPS features, which will be helping us to write a good C++ program. Secondly, we will be looking forward for arrays, explain arrays, functions, classes, and objects to write a C++ program. We will be using these uh, concepts frequently in our course in the future lectures. And the third course outcome is implement C++ programs using constructors, destructors, and operator overloading. These are the higher level of concepts which we will be studying in the future units. These help us to write a smarter C++ program. Next course outcomes we'll be discussing is the use of public and private inheritance features in problem solving. Inheritance is one of the most popular concept of object-oriented programming that will be helping us to write most of the codes. Uh, Fifth course outcomes is applying classes and objects with virtual functions and file manipulation functions. We will be using virtual functions and file manipulations along with classes and objects to write a C++ program. The sixth outcome by the end of this course, what we'll be learning is developing a C++ program using generic templates and exception handling. Templates are the codes which are written once and used multiple times, and exception handling deals with the exception that occurs during the execution of the code or during the compilation period of a code. Now we will be starting with the first unit, that is an introduction to object-oriented programming. We will be starting with the unit outcomes in this video. Unit outcomes for the first units are defining fundamental programming concepts, including procedure and object-oriented programming paradigms. So we will be seeing what is the programming, how we use programming in our day-to-day life, what are the procedural oriented programmings and object oriented programming, its differences. This will be learning in the first unit. We will be also learning the core principles of OOPS, object oriented programming, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism with relevant examples in the future slides. Third, we will be applying object-oriented concept in C++ class design and function implementation. We will be applying we will be applying the object-oriented concepts that are encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing, data hiding, and many more like classes and objects, and writing a simple C++ program uh, to showcase it. Fourth one is analyze the advantage and limitations of object-oriented programming in contrast with traditional procedural programming methods. We will be discussing the differences in OOP and procedure-oriented programming, that is POP. So, we will be discussing the advantages and limitations of object-oriented programming over procedural-oriented programming. And the last but not the least, we will be justifying the sustainability of C++ for system level and application level program tasks based on hybrid language features. C++ is a very vast language, and we will be looking forward to how we can implement a system level program or an application level program in this using C object oriented programming in C++. Thank you.